Here's something that I believe is very important that I just don't see in most teachings and trainings from other teachers and trainers, of course. Something very now, especially if you are just kind of starting out or you haven't been doing it for a while, you haven't been doing it for a long while, you're trying to get down, you want to get your form, technique, and your rhythm and everything down, you're still working on that. When you first start out, this is what I see as far as teaching someone a way to keep in like perfect alignment with your punches, to really practice and train perfect alignment with your punches. So what I mean by that is, let's say that you're in your fighter stance here. Matter of fact, I'm going to go in orthodox. Left foot in front, right? So we're in a fighter stance. When you throw, let's say a 1-2 punch, what I don't want to see, which I do see from sometimes I see this from people, is when they throw a 1-2 punch, they go, and then arms back up here. That's what you don't want to do. You don't want to throw punches, drop your arms and bring them up and around. What you want to do is you want to throw punches, imagine, have an imaginary line right here. So here's one way of really helping you to stay on this imaginary line, opposed to dropping your arms down. All right. Oh, one more thing before I show that. When people do the 3-4, the hook, right? The lead and rear arm hook. So another thing I see is this. And then come back up here. They throw the hands like this, boom. They drop the hands and then throw them. So once again, when you throw your hooks, notice I'm staying up here. I'm staying up high, keep my hands up high. I'm not bringing them out like this and dropping them. So let me just show you something that I believe everyone should be practicing until you perfect this, until you get more advanced. More advanced, you don't really need to be concerned about it. But when you start out, I like to start people out the right way. So watch this, the 1-2 punch. When I throw my 1, look at what I do with the hand that's not punching. So my hands are here. When I throw my 1, I touch my rear hand on my cheek. The hand is not punching, I touch it against my cheek. Now when I throw my 2, I switch where now this hand, it's not punching, it's touching on my cheek. And then I come back to my start position here. I'll do it again. So I throw 1, 2, back here. Let me do it from this angle here. So I do 1, 2, boom. Let me do it from this angle here. So I do 1, 2, and back here, right? So I always start here, always come back to start position, then I throw my punches, bam. So this is like, think of this as you're guarding your face. Like this is a defensive move. So just throwing the punch here, where's your defense at? So think about that. Defense. Like you're putting your hand here, pretending if you are, say, sparring someone, pretend, because that's the best way to train. Always train as though you're actually sparring someone. Doesn't matter if you never spar, pretend that you are. You will get a much greater workout, right? And you will perfect your style, your skill, your technique a lot better if you pretend that someone is in front of you, can throw punches back at you and hit you. So once again, the 1-2 punch, 1, 2. Now watch when I do the 3-4. 3, see this hand right here, touching my cheek. 4, touching my cheek right here, back to fight position. 3-4, 3-4, here, here, and then back here. 5-6, see the uppercut, I brought it here, touching my cheek, and then 6, touching my cheek. So I'll do it again. 5-6, back here. 5-6, back here. Now for me, it's a little strange because I'm so advanced, I don't train that way because my defense, I've trained defense for many years, and automatically I know how to defend myself. So I know how to flow. I know how to really flow with my body, my arms, my footwork, right? I know how to really flow. But when you're just starting out and you're learning, I always recommend get really, really strict with your learning style, your technique, and then at a certain point, then you can just let yourself get loose and flow. But for right now, let me go into my southpaw. So if I say 1, 2, 1, 2, boom. All right, we got it? Excellent. Hope you enjoyed yourself, and I hope you're looking forward to the next training. And if so, there's a link down below in the description, and it'll take you to a page where you have the option of joining my membership. And if so, you'll receive new training videos week after week after week. So check me out and support me so that I can reach out to more people who could really use my help. Thank you very much. Peace out. God bless.